Yo, Lampa Macarin, so many Twitch Primes, so many subs today, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, guys. We are out. Starting zone complete. Under 30 minutes. Yes. Really good time, right, guys? Under 22 minutes, 23 minutes for the starting zone. Much better than our last one. Last one was like 40 minutes or something. That's awesome. There we go. There it is. Level 5. Level 6. Nomadic gloves. I'm just gonna buy the most expensive stuff. Or I get the most expensive. We're trying to get as much money as possible for the fishing pole expenditure.
Go in peace.
Plus a fishing pole. We're not gonna train level 6 skills either. Skipping that. Skipping that. Skipping that.
No talk. Only video gaming. Any Europeans? I've been dazed. Oh my god, I need to do settings. Oh no. Bro, my pet's being farmed. My pet's being farmed, dude. Okay, we can get damage buff though. Money as well. We haven't like made any.
And I die.
Hear that pouch? No. Alright, I think that's good. 3 shamans is bad. So shaman not buying enough water? Did they not buy enough water yesterday? I'll be honest, it feels kind of surreal. I completed the shaman challenge. So you know, it took me 6 months to get the druid to 60. And then I spent another like a month and a half, 6 weeks playing a mage for a while. I played like best was 34.
I cannot carry any more.
And then I rolled shaman, and I think I got shaman done in like a month total. All right, so I got a one-hander here. It looks like I'm taking the axe, right? Every day. The axe with the sword and board. Yo, I gotta go buy that shield back.
See that there's like no queen being produced in a natural. That's usually a big tell that it's gonna be some sort of all in. Yeah. Yeah, so if you get over there right now, we assume, okay, that's a queen being produced.
So
like we
in
haven't.
this case, sorry, in this case,
go ahead.
you wouldn't have made a third because I made a third.
Yeah, I would not make a third in these kind of scenarios. If I see that there's no queen producing over there, like I would probably hang the overlord there for just a little bit longer, like maybe another 5 seconds to really confirm that he hasn't started it. But I would probably even start up a spine crawler and a bailing nest, like
right
earlier.
away, not to make a third. That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah, so I like the Zergling Scout here. Overlord positioning is looking good.
Go for the victory. Go.
Yeah, so now we see it. Like, you could still cancel it at this point. Like, if you like, you notice it here with the Overlord. I'm assuming you saw it at least on the minimap.
I saw him.
Yeah, like you could.
I make units now, but
yeah, I would at this point cancel the third hatchery and then make 2 queens. and then put these two, like basically rather than make the hatchery, is you spend that money on 2 additional queens, and then you put these 2 queens on the ramp.
Yeah, okay.
Greetings, man. Stay away from the voodoo.
Yeah, there's subtle animations that are pretty annoying sometimes. You do want to put the queens side by side though, ideally.
Yeah, right now, I misread this and I feel kind of safe.
Yeah.
There are Balings coming and then I'm through.
Yeah, so that's mostly just a misread. So as far as like positioning goes, you have the stream open, right?
Yeah, I can look at this one.
Okay, I'll draw it out because it's easy. It's easy. Okay, so here's the ramp, right? Here's, I don't know if this is easier. This is the hatchery, right? And here's the mineral line over there, right? There's minerals all over this place. This is quality content. All right. Do you see what I mean?
Like a choke and a natural, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And a mineral line, yeah.
Yeah. So the queens, you want to have the queens side by side on the ramp.
Yeah, and hold position.
Hold position, yeah. And ideally what you want to do is not even inject with them anymore, but just save transfuse energy on them.
Okay.
So that usually makes it a little bit easier. I could even...
What about
Whoa.
the links that are coming from my hatchery, like the ones that need to go down the ramp? Do you like try to make way for them, or?
No, you basically want to just put those in front of the queen, so at the bottom of the ramp. This probably works better. How do I draw? Ah, there we go. All right, so the queens are purple. Okay, so queens go over there together, side by side. These don't inject anymore. This base is probably rallied over here with Zerglings, so you want to have those rallied over there, or like over there, like basically away from the battle.
Yeah.
And then the main hatchery is rallied over there instead, like at the top of the ramp, ideally.
Okay.
And then if you want to be producing additional structures, like say you would have scouted it right here, right at the very beginning, so you saw, okay, he's skipping the queen. I would start up the spine crawler over here, and then the baling nest. So we'll make the baling nest green. The baling nest in front of it. So that way, like, the spine is protected by the natural. So basically this, like, you know, surface area right here on the spine is pretty low, because the Zerglings would have to run around it and then attack from there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So if you would have seen it in time, making the spine, making the baling nest, making additional queens,
don't know if I named it.
I mean, that's the thing we discussed for like 90 minutes last time. So I,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
I want a little update.
I hope I did. Yes, it's called Loco. I beat Skytoss. There you go.
You named it properly. That's good.
But it's Skytoss in the middle, but to me it counts.
Okay.
Let's look at that one, and then critique it as well. I need to improve.
Okay. Yeah, so for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, this is a Protoss player who goes up to Skytoss and then transitions down to what Robotech is. I don't know what that's all about. It's like he's taking the wrong approach. He's taking the wrong route. But, yeah.
Also, I'm just while I'm playing, I can't believe that I'm actually winning, because if you lose 100% against Skytoss, you're not like if you actually win. It's like,
You're like,
you know,
oh crap, it's actually happening.
it's the feeling like when you find a parking space in front of in a big city, in front of the shop you're going to. You look at it, and you're afraid to park there. It's unbelievable.
You wonder if it's not like a handicapped spot or like something along those lines. You're like, no, it can't actually be, right? You take a picture, you're like, okay, wait. Very good analogy. I already love this guy's positioning. Like, that pylon is so far forward that he's fucking up his entire wall, but it's okay. Yeah, so this guy arrived so quickly that he couldn't even cannon rush you.
Yeah. This is like a barge cannon rush into Skytoss. I remember. Yes.
Okay. I mean, I could watch it a little bit slower if you like, actually, because I'm kind of cruising through it right now.
Well, I don't mind.
I just wanted to have a quick little update and see how it was going. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely some improvements you could make it here and there as well, but I mean, it's okay. Queen, get the natural. Link speed. He's a committed Protoss. Alright, so you could try and do a big run by, I guess, but most of the time just droning hardcore at this point is the way to go.
A run by towards his natural.
Yeah, like, you see with the Overlord here that his wall is kind of messy, but, I mean, probably not gonna happen, right? Like, most of the... Like, you have quite a few Zerglings here, and you have Link Speed about to finish up, so maybe you could try and, like, get the Links into his base,
What I'm thinking right now, first of all, I'm getting cannon rush, so I'm in freak out mode anyway. And also, if he's cannon rushing me, he has a cannon and his wall. I'm not gonna attack into that with Links because they die. Or
yeah. No. I was thinking, like, at this point, like, your Link Speed is about to finish up, and you have like 12 Zerglings. I'm not saying like make more Zerglings here, because that's probably not gonna work. But you could attempt like running by that wall off. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I did.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video we are going to be showing you how to wash shoes, and in this case we're going to be washing trainers, running shoes, and some trainers as well. And these are dirty. These ones especially, these ones are definitely some dark toes to them. That is gray, that's kind of the natural color, but look at the laces. Those are all kind of nasty, dirty. And we're just going to clean these up a little bit. It's going to not make them look brand spanking new, but it's definitely going to help out a lot, and you're going to get a lot more life and looking a little bit better, especially the black ones. Look at how dusty these ones are right here. We're just going to clean all that up really nicely. Now again, notice how all my toes are in good condition here. These ones are a little bit different. These ones definitely are okay. Some people get a little bit worried about the toes separating with hot water. So if you're a little bit worried about hot water, go ahead and just wash them with cold water. I'm going to go ahead and use hot and show you what transpires. Again, these toes are a little bit different, but again, we're going to clean these guys up real nicely. Again, they're not too filthy dirty, but we're definitely going to see some results. And of course, if you guys have stepped in mud, you know, that's going to help out a lot. You might even want to wash them a couple times. So what we're going to do here is I've already put in a cap full of laundry detergent. I filled it up to right about there inside. So as it's filling up, As you can see here, my water's already done, but what I did is I just put it on medium load. I put it on warm. Yours might say hot, but I put it on warm. I don't have a hot one, I just have warm and warm. That one is hot and cold, but you know, I just have mine on warm and warm. It's up to you again what you prefer. If you're a little bit worried about separation of the shoe glue or anything like that, put it on cold. That's what my buddy said. I've had some pretty good results with warm and warm. Now again, I put it on regular. I don't put it on 15, I put it on 12. If you really want it, you can put it on 15, but I just put it on normal wash. If you're really worried, you can put it on delicate, but I think it'd be totally fine. Again, if these are just trainers running shoes, you know, I think you're going to be okay. So I put it on 12. I let the water go, then I throw in my laundry detergent, and look at how there's nothing in there yet. So I let the whole entire thing fill up so that the laundry detergent mixes nicely with the water first. And then what we're going to do, here's a little added bonus. What I like to do is I like to put in jeans as well. And so the jeans are going to soften this right here. They're going to kind of get in between this, just so that you know you don't want any damage with your shoes. So we're going to go ahead and throw in just a little bit of laundry here with that. And now what we're going to do, we're just going to take our shoes. Don't worry about the insoles. You can keep those insoles in. We're just going to throw these guys on in there. Let's get these ones here. Throw that one in there. Throw that one in there. And again, the hot water will actually kind of kill some germs or any, you know, nastiness that's in there as well. And lastly, let's grab those trainers and we'll throw that in there. And how about that one on that side there? Now we're just going to shut it up. And now it's going to start the cycle. And once it's done, the thing we're going to do is we are going to air dry them. So we are going to, after it's done, we're going to take them out, air dry them. Once they're dry, put them on. They're going to be clean. All right, guys. We'll see you when they're done. All right, guys. The cycle has ended. Let's go ahead and open her on up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these guys look like here. Let's start out with the white ones here and see what we're looking at here. All righty. Looking good. Again, this was already gray. And again, they're not going to look brand.
Yo, Thicky, you gonna roll fresh? You don't have to roll right now. If anybody's watching and you want to be a part of this, you know, if you're at work, happy Veterans Day, everybody. But if you're at work, you can play this evening. We're gonna be playing these characters for like the next 8 weeks, assuming they stay alive. So, just motivation to start another hardcore character. All right, I need to skin all these guys. My bad on the chat, man. I'm missing everything. All right, so far so good. I'm in Mulgore. Everything feels like it's under control.
And spanking new, but the laces on these do look a lot better. And it does clean up any scuffs or anything like this. Not to mention a little bit of blackness around that area there. So again, definitely nice. Even on the back side, has taken off a little bit of the wear down there as well. Now you could put in a little bit more elbow grease if you really wanted to, and you could potentially scrub all that off if you wanted to, or even bleach the laces if you wanted to. But let's go ahead and take a look at those black ones. Those 5.0 running shoes, those were, let's see, those are the trainers. Let's grab, here we go. Let's grab the 5.0 runnings, and let's take a look right here. So, wow, guys, yeah, that cleaned up a lot. Remember how dusty and nasty that was? Look at that, completely fresh and clean. Again, no problems with the toes right here. Let's take a look at the bottom. The bottom still is dirty. Yeah, you could use a little bit of bleach with some, you know, an old rag or something.
Was this confusing or is it cute?
Today we're gonna try on a variety of extreme thongs.
Will you wear this up your butt for the rest of your life?
We've done underwear, we've done swimsuits, we've done costumes, but we've never put strings up our butts.
This is crazy. What's this doing here? This isn't.
It ties the curtain.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's not what goes up your butt. So our very first video was actually the Try Guys try on Victoria's Secret underwear back in 2014.
2014, it was that long ago? Oh my God, we're so old.
If you remember, we actually tried on the underwear behind a pink curtain. So we're gonna go back old school style and replicate that today, except one of us is going to comment upon the feel of the thong behind the curtain.
Ooh, it feels weird.
While the other is going to comment on the look of the thong in front of the curtain.
Ooh, I look good.
My wife actually, she prefers thongs because she says they're more comfortable.
Really?
Yep.
Becky doesn't agree with that.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's try on these thongs.
Oh, the boy thong.
This is for boys.
Whoa, it sure is.
Whoa,
Wow.
One leg,
two leg, and
Wow, that's funnier.
It's so funny.
The sort of phantom penis you've got going on is very funny.
Ding, ding, like a little balloon.
We're wearing compression spank, so I can't, there's no way to, can I have something that will be like my
your is not an apple.
There we go.
How dare you?
How's that?
You have underwear that's like this?
I mean, I have a pair of underwear like this, but...
When do you wear it? Okay.
I've worn thongs to beaches, I've worn thongs to special gay parties. So this isn't new to me. Well, this is what it looks like in the booty.
The butt looks good.
Thanks.
I just have such an unremarkable butt that I fear that the thongs are not gonna do anything for me.
It really is almost more indecent in the front than, yeah, I'm actually, I'm looking at Zach's right now. So basically just think about-
This is horrifying.
Think about like a peel on a banana. This is actually, I think, less offensive than the front for male thongs. You can hear his dick whipping. Wow.
How can you hear it?
Because you're going,
What do we think? What do we think?
I'm excited for the one that makes my butt look good.
Wow, look at me, my butt. So cute.
I'm excited for a really plain thong. You know, thongs are typically very like sexy or flashy, but I'm wondering, are there plain boring thongs the way there's plain boring boxer briefs? I could wear this to the beach, but I need at least one friend wearing his too.
I can't wait to feel what you're feeling.
It feels interesting, Dad.
Do we get to switch?
Oh yeah, half of it you're gonna count this way, half of it you guys will switch.
All right,
But
great.
is he
Me busy. Leave me alone, doggy.
gonna try this thong or a different man thong?
We all know that CPR saves lives, but to perform effective CPR, it requires a highly organized team with clear roles and responsibilities. As we watch this video filmed at the Ochsner Simulation Center, pay attention to how the roles shift as the patient's condition transitions from a rapid response into a code blue. Clinical deterioration can happen at any time. Early intervention starts with the bedside nurse who assesses the patient and calls for support from the charge nurse if she feels something is just not right.
Hi, Mr. Jones. This is your nurse, Kiara. I came in to check your vital signs. How are you feeling today? I'm going to go ahead and get your blood pressure. Your blood pressure's a little low. I'm going to go ahead and call my charge nurse for some support.
I feel like I could die.
Hi, Renell. This is Kiara. I'm in room 926 with Mr. Jones. He doesn't look good.
The bedside nurse provides a quick report to convey any urgency or signs of clinical deterioration. The charge nurse immediately responds to support the bedside nurse and provide a secondary assessment of the situation.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Mr. Jones. He came in last night. This morning he was feeling fine. I just checked his blood pressure. His systolic was in the 80s. He said he feels like he's about to die. And he said he's feeling a little short of breath right now.
I'm not liking the way he's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and call a rapid.
And I'll go ahead and call the primary team.
Okay. Hey, I'm in 26. I have a rapid.
Hi, this is Kiera. I'm calling about the patient in room 926, Mr. Jones.
Hey, I have a rapid. Can I get some help in here? Bring the monitor.
Can someone come in here and take a look at him? We're calling the rapid response right now. Thank you.
They both use a standardized SBAR format: situation, background, assessment, and request to communicate their concerns of clinical deterioration. The bedside nurse calls the primary team while the charge nurse activates a rapid. The charge nurse also calls for help and a monitor. As personnel respond, she will designate roles and responsibilities.
He's already on telemetry.
All right. Let's get his pulse ox.
The rapid response nurse and respiratory therapist arrive within minutes to conduct a primary survey while receiving an updated SBAR report.
Hi, I'm Brittany, the rapid response nurse. This is Jamie, the respiratory therapist. Can you tell me what's going on?
Yes, this is Mr. Jones. He came in last night with COPD exacerbation. I came in just this morning and checked him. His systolic was in the low 80s, which is a significant change from this morning, and his SATs have now dropped to the 80s.
All right, I'm gonna take a listen to him. Mr. Jones, can you take a deep breath for me?
Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones? It doesn't look like he's responding.
His pulse is actually pretty thready. Mr. Jones? Hey, bud. Mr. Jones?
Let's go ahead and activate CPR.
You calling code?
Calling a code.
The patient's condition deteriorates and the code team is activated.
I have a code blue 26.
CPR should be initiated within 1 minute of the patient becoming unresponsive. Remember your priorities. Compressions come first, then airway and breathing. Compressions should not be halted for more than 10 seconds at any point during resuscitation, such as when pads are placed in the anterior-posterior position.
All right, on count of 3, we're gonna turn towards you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, lay him flat and resume compressions.
End-tidal CO2 monitoring is added to the ambu
All right,
bag
let's go ahead and add the end-tidal CO2.
to allow for goal-directed resuscitation. End-tidal CO2 and see-through CPR can be used to avoid pulse check interruptions.
Let's analyze the rhythm.
Rate, depth, and recoil with compressions can be assessed using enhanced defibrillator feedback technology.
Hold compressions.
Analyzing.
The rapid response nurse uses the analyze function
Shock advised. Staying clear.
to determine if a shock is needed until the code physician arrives.
Shock delivered. Resume
Resume
CPR.
compressions.
Defibrillation needs to occur within 2 minutes of identification of a shockable rhythm. Now that the rapid has shifted to a code, roles and responsibilities for those in the room also shift. The rapid response nurse leads the code and coordinates the critical care personnel by name, which include anesthesia, critical care physicians, and critical care nurses. The charge nurse coordinates local responders by name, which include the recorder, who uses a computer or portable device for documentation, security for crowd control, runners for additional supplies, and the chaplain who is there for the family. Bed management occurs outside the room by the ICU charge nurse, patient flow coordinator, and house supervisor. When the code team arrives, the rapid response nurse gives an SBAR report to the code physician, and the code is run according to the patient's clinical condition.
Hey, Dr. Khan, I'm the code RN. We just shocked him at 150 for a VFib arrest. He looks to still be in VFib. The last shock was delivered a minute and a half ago.
Thank you, Brittany. Have we given any meds yet?
No meds yet. We do have IV access.
Let's give epi.
Notice the closed loop communication, which is critical during a code.
Good compressions.
1 milligram of epi in.
Good. Looks like we have a good airway and you're ventilating.
At pulse check, we're going to switch compressors.
Looks like it's VFib. Let's go ahead and shock.
Charging at 200 joules. Everybody staying clear. Shocking. Shock delivered. Resume CPR.
Resume compressions. Ten seconds till pulse check. Pulse check.
He has a pulse with compressions.
Hold compressions.
We have a pulse. Good job, guys. Let's secure the airway and let's call the ICU.
If there were a code on your floor today, would you know what to do? Work with your team until everyone on your unit knows their roles and responsibilities so that we can change and save more lives.
You guys ever watch a Voivod stream? You can tell that man is a warlock in real life. Yo, that's thick meta. Don't die so early, please. I know we got a lot of dudes out there that want to see the warrior go down, so we have to eat this chip. But I really would like to give this a good run. You know, in this run, I think it's going to be less is more. I'm going to piss a lot of people off with my gameplay. People are going to be upset with just the lack of like inefficiency, you know, maybe of my rotation.
Everyone is freaking out about freaking. It's a bloody body swapping blast.
It's me, it's Millie!
So run to the theater, but don't forget your mask.
How many killers do this? Sorry, oh, that's your thing.
It's the horror we need right now.
Can't wait to kill you.
Freaky rocks.
Oh my god, it's a slaughterhouse.
Freaky Intruders Friday. Rated R.
There's people asking to like for groups to the first dungeon. Because you can do dungeons in hardcore, you can only do them with other hardcore people, and you can only do them once. But if you die in a dungeon, you still delete your character. So it's like they're scary, but they're a lot of fun. Like I am absolutely gonna try to do as many dungeons as I can. Anyone who started characters for this like special one-day thing that we're doing probably aren't the ones trying to do that. They would have had to level at just an insane speed to make that happen. An insane speed.
She starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. She walks into the room, and everybody watches every move, hoping she don't love me. I know it by the way they hang around. They don't realize there's more to her than what meets the eye. That's why I'm certain, no matter what they do to reach her now, she never lets it go to her heart. She never lets it go that far. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. Never lets it go to her heart. to be a jealous man. I look the other way, they're hitting on her every night and day. They telephone her, they try and get to her, but I know they can't. Oh, she never lets it go to her heart. She never lets it go that far. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. She walks into the room and everybody watches every move, hoping she don't love me. I know it by the way they hang around, but they don't realize there's more to her than what meets the eye. That's why I'm certain, no matter what they do to reach her now, she never lets it go to her heart. She never lets it go that far. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. And they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. Never lets it go to her heart. Everywhere I go, they're staring at her. Every man I know, he wants to have her. I guess I ought to be a jealous man. I look the other way, they're hitting on her every night and day. They telephone her, they try and get to her, but I know they can't. Oh, she never lets it go to her heart. She never lets it go that far. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart. She walks into the room and everybody watches every move, hoping she don't love me. I know it by the way they hang around, but they don't realize there's more to her than what meets the eye. That's why I'm certain, no matter what they do to reach her now, she never lets it go to her heart. She never lets it go that far. When they start talking, she starts walking right back to my arms. She can turn every head, but she never lets it go to her heart.
Today it's time for a professional match of StarCraft 2, and what I've got for you is a Terran versus Zerg on Jagannatha, or Jagannatha, or the Jag, as a wise man once called it. A very handsome man called it that once upon a time. But anyway, spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner, playing with the blue Terran SCVs, we are looking at none other than Sol's main command center. His opponent all the way in the opposite corner, playing with the red Zerg drones, we have none other than Elazer. Now, despite the fact that I don't know how to pronounce this map name very well and I keep forgetting, it doesn't really matter, right? It seems like I've been casting quite a few games on this map recently, and they have all been really, really good. Obviously, it's the map with the difficult name that's, you know, turning out to be the best macro map in this current season. I mean, I'm not really too surprised over there. But it does seem like this does create some really epic games. I mean, I've casted barely any games, it feels like, whenever the new season started on Lightshade and on Oxide and a bunch of the other maps.